How's everybody doing tonight? It is my birthday tonight. It is strange saying that. Hi, Plick! How you doing? My goodness, it's good to see you, bud. Oh, day's going pretty well. I've been doing my best with everything so far. Might have to adjust volume here and there, but otherwise... And thank you! Much appreciated! Oh no, stressing on table turf. It's probably been a while, huh? Anyway, I'm testing out some new things. I'm also testing out the newer pair of headphones I ended up getting in from the mail yesterday, so we're gonna see how this do. I'm hoping the mic doesn't pick up too often at this rate. Like that. Let's just say one of our mods is currently also with me, as he usually is. Spirits are in good humor today. I think you'll have a little extra luck. Gee, I hope so. Anyway, and what does the Queen of Sauce have for us today? We're learning radish salad. You know, the irony is we learn how to cook, and yet we do not have a kitchen yet. Yeah. Anyway, let's see. Where even was I here? We started with the Meadowlands farm since that's the newer one in the patch. It's cute. You start with like a little coop and you start with 2 chickens and it's a lovely bit. I never knew I wanted to start the game with 2 chickens until now. It's quite nice. I highly recommend it. Yeah, sure, we don't have as much area for growing stuff, but that's fine. We'll make up for that somehow. And yes, I should check my mail. You know what, Plick? You're right. You're completely right on that one. My goodness. Yeah, you're right. He was a great chef, and he didn't have a kitchen. He adapted and overcame and all that fun stuff. Alright, how are my chickies? They're hiding in the grass. I don't blame them. It's nice grass. And we got some regular eggs. Regular ass eggs. And before I forego, gotta fill up the watering can here. We'll eventually make this better. We gotta do baby steps. The first year in Stardew is always the hardest. He was willing to die and be a chef. I can respect that, honestly. What do I even have in my storage? What am I even doing? We'll have to figure that out. But for now, let's process some eggs, turn them into mayo. Do I have anything to put away? No? Fine by me. Alright. We do not have a horse yet. We'll get there when we get there. Everything's still a mess, as per usual. My goodness. Time to make our happy way down. And check on the traveling cart lady, because she comes around Fridays and Sundays. And maybe she has something that we could use for fulfilling the community goals. Would be nice. Mussel, duck feather, cookies, an extra egg, a tea sapling. That's nice. That'd be really nice. Pale I don't want your pale broth. I'm a little concerned about that. Coconut, peach sapling, maple seed, jazz seeds, rare seeds. What am I even missing? It's been a short minute. That's the quality crops. Animal, artisan, summer crops, fall crops. I believe it's under the exotic foraging. I suppose I could buy a coconut. That would be smart. At least for a little bit. Alright. And can't afford any of those. The duck feather would be useful, but I have to take a look at what I have for cash. Might just be safer to get the duck feather for the time being, because we cannot afford ducks yet. Let's just plop that in. Is the game hard to learn? Not really. It's a bit of a curve at first, in my personal opinion. It's pretty easy to get into, but you do have to learn to really manage your time and figure out what exactly you're doing, or at least what your overall goals are. It's actually quite nice. Though, depending on what farm you choose, like you start with your basic farm or even the wilderness farm or something of the sort, a whole lot of things tend to change with that. Alright, time to say hello to everybody. Hi, Penny. Hello, the weather's interesting today, don't you think? She's nice. I don't entirely know who I want to romance. I think the one time I played it on the Switch and sunk in like maybe 150 hours, I ended up going for Sebastian, and yeah, fair enough. Cute emo boy, why not? But tastes have changed over the course of time, and I'm not sure I like any of it now. I don't know, maybe I'm just getting old. Who knows anymore? Alright, we're gonna do ourselves a favor, go to the dye bundle, drop off that duck feather. Because that's what we're here for. Yet romance, I know, what a surprise. There are 12 bachelors and bachelorettes that you could pick from, but you have to get very close to them first. And you have to be, you gotta bribe them a little. You gotta make them go, oh, they did give me that amethyst that one time. Stuff like that. Not much really compares. Yeah, that's a good question. When will they add that feature to Animal Crossing? That's a very good question. Oh, that's right, the bookseller's here. I will have to take a look when I can. And I'm not dropping a charcoal maker anywhere at this point. So first, my copper pickaxe is apparently ready, so I'll have to go ahead and go stop by the blacksmith. Give him to me. A copper pickaxe. Yay! You received a copper pickaxe. I would hope so. I was hoping for that. And we've got geodes to process, so please, crack them open. I got a rock. 5 of them. And Look, don't get me wrong. Stone's fine. Stone is fine, but... Okay. Yeah, that could work too. I suppose clay is fine too. They said a little extra luck. They didn't mean all the luck. Oh, nice. Some slate. That's gonna be stuff to sell, and a dwarvish helm. Oh boy. Alright, Clint, I could give you this last one as, you know, a separate gift and be nice and friendly to you, but, you're not a bachelor. Well, you're a bachelor, but you're not eligible, apparently, according to the game, so thank you. Maybe I could get a lucky rock. I mean, the stone is useful. I'm gonna need a whole lot of it for other projects, so... And if nothing else, I'm sure I could sell it off. So apparently something new as part of version 1.6 is this bookseller. You can learn skills this way. It's quite nice. Alright, I'd like to... Hello, Marcelo. I would like to buy some books. I can't buy any books. We are not flourishing in the coin, obviously. Horse? The book. That almost looks like it's popping off the cover. That's... On the one hand, I like that. On the other hand, it's a little unnerving. My goodness. Old slither legs. You will now run a lot faster through grass and crops. Well, that would be nice, but once again, 25,000. Well, what must we do? We've got a ways to go for all of this. One way or another. I mean, sure, I could try and give everybody gifts. I technically can. I forgot to pet my cat! How dare I? How did I forget to pet my cat? How shameful of me. Maybe we can fix that. Alright. But these legs can only carry me so far, and they take a while. Hi, Harvey. I'm struggling to make ends meet. I don't have enough patience. It's okay, buddy. Neither do I. I guess I should try to get patience from the neighboring towns. I mean, that'd be smart. I mean, I don't think one town's gonna completely supply you with everything you need, but you know, in this economy, like... Oh, a leak! How did I not see that before? Oh, that's right. I didn't come this way before. I went down through the forest. My goodness. But yeah, anyway, and our mayo is done, and while we're at it, need to fill the little water bowl for the cat and give him pets. So anyway, yeah, the cat in this particular file, their name is Sasha, named after the same Sasha I have here, who a little bit ago just tried to get onto the desk. Like a sassy child. She's very good at that, admittedly. Alright. What do I have to sell? If anything. At least the mayo. I could have donated the slate? Well, I suppose I could go do that. Alright. But yeah, there's a lot that has yet to be unlocked for the sake of making things easier. Like, one of the overall goals involves getting the... And you get assorted rewards for clearing all of these. But it's basically one day at a time, in a sense. Bridge repair for one, a glittering boulder removed for the other. This was one I'd really like to get soon. Minecraft's repaired. Minecraft's repaired. Yeah, sure. I don't even have Minecraft at this point. My god. Yeah, the only thing I'm missing from this bundle is the gold bar at this point, so I'll have to see how that do. But yeah. Will I get Minecraft? I mean, it's hard to say, like, probably would have thought about it ages ago, but I was constantly exposed to it through my nephew and my niefling. And for a while, I was so tired of seeing it where I'm just like, I don't care. I do not care enough to get this. But now that I'm much more distant and away from all that, it's just like, well, maybe I could get it if I can get into it. I mean, I technically have it on the Vita, but that's a tiny screen with even tinier buttons, and sometimes you only got so much patience for that kind of thing. Alright, donate this rock. No rewards yet. Oh, that is valid. Goodness gracious, golly gee whiz. I suppose we could go fishing, but... Oh, hi, Sam. Sometimes those spring petals that float around make my nose drip. Yeah, buddy, I get that. Allergies, they're a bitch and a half. I like summer best myself. I mean, allergies are still in the summer. Maybe... I wonder what blooms particularly in the spring and then goes, yeah, no, hell with this in the summer and vibes. Probably a lot of things, but I don't care to look it up right now. Sometimes our own sweet peas or our own significant others are inspiration for us to get into other things. Mine got me into PC gaming. I mean, for a good long while, I was like, oh yes, consoles only. But it is nice to get onto a PC once in a while and do that. But also, this is just a hub in general. Ah, we got a bite. Wow, this fish is not struggling. It's just, it barely bothered. Oh, we got bubbles. We hit the sparklies, so there we go. Oh, big mood. Oh boy. I know there are some folks that say they like the Stardew Valley fishing minigame over the Animal Crossing fishing prompt, which I don't blame them. It is more intuitive. Come on. Perfect. A sardine. Yeah, I mean, it'll cook. It will process nicely, or if nothing else, it will sell. Goodness. And admittedly, with this current console generation, I don't really have a good reason to go for any of them. If that makes sense, like... It's weird. I mean, I don't mind the folks that have, like, an Xbox One S or X or a PlayStation 5 or whatever. It's not my speed, though. Unless there's something on one of those that really speaks to me and makes me go, yes, take my money, take all of my money. It ain't happening, Chief. Not by any means. I should go for Switch because Pikmin... I mean, we do have, like... Pikmin 3 Deluxe and Pikmin 4 on the Switch physically here. I meant to go get, Pikmin 1 plus 2 physically, but I've been putting that off for a little while, and I really shouldn't be putting it off for too much longer. I'd eventually get to the point of where I can't find that anywhere without having to pay exorbitant prices. The thing is, Wolf is definitely the big Pikmin person around here, and I've dabbled in the demos and went, oh, that's nice. This was nice. Maybe I should play more of it, and then I never do. More of the common obsession lately is Let It Die, which was a PlayStation 4 console exclusive and then made its way to PC like 2 years later. It's kind of like a Souls-like, but it's more of a free-to-play element. It's weird, but it's my jam, but it's also brutal as hell. I already checked on my chickens. I think I still need a bunch of wood for something, so I should probably start clearing out some more of these trees. Yeah, The Souls games do be like that, and once in a while you kind of go, I don't think I'm that capable of this. Right, we got a mahogany seed. We can plant that. In 28 days, it'll be a mahogany tree. And when I cut it down, I'll get some nice hardwood that I can actually use for later on projects. And we can also hoe these seeds out of the ground so that they don't grow into more trees immediately. Goodness. I heard somebody call Stardew Valley Chores the video game, and yeah, I get that. It'll eventually get to the point where there's less chores in general, or at least we'll have a lot more energy to begin with, which will be nice. I probably should work on, like, getting the coop upgrades and even some more creatures to go into the coop. But I also need to work on a silo. Speaking of which, if I recall correctly, I should have the clay and the stone and the bronze for that, and the copper for that. Why did I almost said bronze? That's not right. But it's 8 p.m. We might as well go into middle-aged adult mode or something. I don't know what to call it. We go to bed early. I mean, to be fair, you get up at like 6 a.m., which for some of us is absolutely unthinkable. Some of us more than others. And please feel free to let me know if volume feels a little whack or out of control or anything of the sort. I'd rather not find out the hard way that things were peaking more than usual. One of the a mod did let me know that, hey, I was a little quieter the last time than anticipated. So we're hoping that, like, things have been adjusted since then. And we're also testing out the PC layout rather than, you know, the instance of streaming via the Switch or like a PS4 or something of the sort. God, PlayStation 4, that's been in storage for a while. Welcome to Living Off the Land. We're back again with another tip for y'all. Get your hands on a fishing pole and sell your catch. Fishing is a great way to make a little extra cash when you have some downtime. Yeah, I mean, this makes sense. The distance your bobber lands from any dry land determines what kind of fish you'll hook, as well as the location, season, time of day, and weather. Yeah. We knew this, but it's nice to know. Nice to have reassurance. Beans. More things to water, more things to grow. I don't remember actually coming back and... Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Trying to remember if I actually finished watering everything yesterday. I don't think I did. Would not surprise me if I missed it. All this tall stuff is rice. They say if it grows closer to a body of water, it will grow faster. However, the nearest body of water is on the other end. So it's just gonna have to settle for this area. This patch of not quite heaven. Alright. Check on the chickens. Hello. And hello. A large egg! Somebody's happy. And a regular egg. Well, we know what we must do with these eggs. These are mayonnaise machines. We're gonna make some mayo. Provided the mouse wants to behave itself just a little bit. Might have to adjust the DPI settings on that little scroll wheel. Or something. Actually, that should be easy enough. It's a Monday. It's a new start to the week, essentially. Well, technically Sunday was, but I'm not getting into semantics today. Now, what did I need for everything? We already have all the spring foraging done. As for the... We already got the spring crops, I think? Oh, wait. Yeah, winter foraging, summer foraging. Yeah, we got all that foraging done. And we already donated some parsnips to the quality crops bundle. The artisan bundle is a different story. The truffle oil comes from truffles, where you have to buy pigs for that, and those babies are usually like 8,000, 16,000 gold a piece. Yeah, a whole lot of this is later on. I could try and buy one of the fruit trees early, but it takes 28 days to grow, and then depending on the season, it will produce accordingly. Apples and pomegranates in the fall, the oranges and the peaches in the summer, and then the apricots and cherries in the spring. Let's see. Got some furniture. Let's drop that off. Yeah, I know, it's strange. Yeah, the fruit trees actually have different seasons in which they all grow. Or at least seasons in which they can all produce produce. If you have the greenhouse, on the other hand, and you plant them in there, they'll produce all year round regardless. And of course, you can't grow doodle in the winter, so that's a given. Actually, no, I will leave that carrot in there. We're going to do ourselves a favor and remember to build that silo, because we're going to need hay for these birds over here. And so we make our way up this little path up here. Slowly but surely, one way or another. More clay. Alright, I sincerely hope... Huh, some coal. We could use that. Hi, let's construct some farm buildings. I don't need an extra coop, but I could use a silo. I don't have to necessarily interact with the silo, but yeah, for now, we'll just put it right here. We can move the buildings at any time later. What's important is that we got it in. Goodness. Yeah, today's been a day. I slept in, I woke up, made some brunch. Yeah, decoration points. We'll get there when we get there, but right now is not the time. Like, this is technically the first year in the game in general, and also the spring. It's just the start in general, so you're gonna be there for a little bit. Take my potato. Hi, Marnie. I just love animals, Miss Trin. Treat them kindly and we'll become friends, I'm sure. This is the lady that's gonna sell me some critters. Provided I have the space. And this is Gus. Looks like I'm getting some supplies for the saloon. Pierre's got the good stuff. I would hope so. Pierre's nice, but he is a shrewd capitalist. Help wanted. I need topaz to rub on my sore head. Please bring one as soon as you can. Sebastian. 240 gold on delivery makes Sebastian happy. Okay, I've heard of crystal healing, but isn't this a little far? Just a little far? I mean, we can try. We could always go play in the mines today if we want. Not much else going on. It is a type of rock! It's actually a really common rock. Alright. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna grab that. And we're gonna grab that. We're gonna put away some stuff. And we're gonna make our way into the mines. Alright. I don't need the watering can. Let's put away the wood, the stone, the clay, the copper bars. And the coal, honestly. But we don't need to go to the flippin' mines. I've got topaz right here. But we'll stop by the mines on the way anyway. Sounds like fun, don't you think? Alrighty. We'll stop by the mines.
Things are just getting started.
Oh, Airlock! Nice to see you! Thanks for joining in. I hope you're having a good one. Yes, it is my birthday! I am 29. We're a step away from 30. Not necessarily bad, just a touch harrowing. Yes, we are the same age for 2 months, but only that long. Also, if I recall correctly, Sebastian is not gonna come out until close to like 3-ish or something of the kin. See, you're not good enough friends with Sebastian to enter his bedroom. Yes, I totally did not knock beforehand. That's fine. Hi, I have your stone for you. Blake, the good news is you'll be 2 years younger forever, but we all age the same way. One way or another. But yeah, I was fine with the concept of getting older up until it actually happened. I'll be damned. And I meant to sell the mayonnaise, which I can apparently drink now. Who'd have thought? That was apparently a big thing in the update. What a weird thing to update, but also I guess I get it. I mean, I guess mayonnaise is a drink in a weird sense, but I kind of don't want to think about it further than that. It sounds like a conversation for a different instance. Anyway, let's haul happy asses down to floor 45. Yeah, I know, I saw the little angry eyes. I'm sorry, buddy. But I don't wish to die today. Everything is jonesing in this cave. But to be fair, I am what they call an invasive species at the moment. I've seen screenshots. It seems like if you drink the mayonnaise around people, they will in fact react like they've just seen someone drink mayonnaise. If the reaction is purely like shock or disgust or something of the sorts, I mean, yeah, absolutely valid, completely understandable. Who can say no? Who can? Who even can at this rate? All right. The bat squealing indicates we're gonna have more. Jeez. Booty shorts. I will pay money for those booty shorts. I will commission the booty shorts. I will make them myself at that rate. I will tailor them myself so that they fit my tuchus more than fine. Making my way down the mines. I'm just here for a good time and not to get slimed. Yes. Sewing a sentence across the S, nice big letters for everybody to see, or even smaller letters depending on the vibe. And apparently I have a guest to my left here in the form of Cat. Maybe we'll initiate a cat cam reward or something. Make paying a cat tax a whole lot easier. And yes, we left the mines because we're hoping we catch Sebastian while he's out of his room and... Fuck me, I guess. God damn. I missed him. booty shorts with a very small ha. You had to stare at my ass to read this. Oh, yeah. That sounds about right, honestly. Well, I stopped progressing for what? Oh, that's a fishing spot. But not now. We gotta go play in the mines. We've got things to do, sights to... I should probably donate these things real quick. Hi, we can't stay focused today, it seems. Everything is around all at once, and we must pick something. It's like a dartboard I have to throw darts at and go, okay, maybe we can stay on point. Does it work? Not all the time. But yes. Goodness. Hi, Shane. I don't know you. Why are you talking to me? I don't know. I don't know why I'm talking to you. That's Mr. I Can Fix Him. And I don't know about you. I don't think I can fix anybody. I can fix him, can you, though? Takes a bit of work. Alright, that's dropped off at the museum. A lost book! The library has been expanded. Goodness. Well, that's at least done. Can't go back to the library, though. They just closed up. Alrighty. We should at least drop off. Expand library, like many other things. My feet can only carry me so far, and the Juminos. The Juminos are like stray cats. I can't get close to them without them disappearing. Oh, that's right. I need this room. Down, Mia. Exotic foraging, winter foraging. This crystal fruit is technically part of the winter foraging bundle. We'll get there. We'll get there sooner or later. Whoa. The time passes so quickly. I know people play this game with mods, but sometimes I want to see how the vanilla go before I decide to add on the sprinklings of mods. And then the extra drizzling of mods. And then just piling it all on with enough mods to make the whole thing go, hey, wait a moment. One way or another. Alright, time to chuck stuff into the bin. And then chuck other things into other places. Yeah, you know what? I'll get you back tomorrow. Whatever. But we have extra. We still have stamina. I didn't go nearly as far into the caves as I was thinking I would be. I have more of the local trees to chop down now. Well, semi... Wait a minute. Is that moss? Oh! Moss and a propeller hat. The Chuckster stream. Huh. Yeah, I found moss. That's a thing now. You've got some new ideas to sleep on. Oh, I hope so. That indicates a level up now. It's quite nice. It takes the guesswork out. Propeller hat. Oh, yeah, sure. This boss was wearing the propeller hat. Well, now I'm wearing the propeller hat. I look like a goober. But at least I'm rocking it. One way or another. I have a copper axe, but it's just not enough. I need to take down the trees with one fellow swoop. These noodly arms need to be turned into cannons! Why is my cat sleeping in the grass? You know what? They're allowed to sleep in the grass. That's on them. This area hasn't been treated for ticks or fleas or anything of the sort. For some reason, Stardew Valley does not have any of those in existence whatsoever. Damn, that sounds nice. Well, we spent enough time. And yeah, I know, this looks like a disaster zone. But we're getting close to the end of the season. Everything needs to go in. Moss, a special type of plant that grows in shady areas. I guess. Finally, streamer who gets interrupted by what the cat is up to in-game. Damn, cat, you got back in quickly. Level 4 foraging. We've got axe proficiency, +1 wild berry harvesting, a new crafting recipe for a tapper, a new crafting recipe for a mushroom log? Huh. Okay, that sounds neat. And if we can make the tappers, then we can actually start getting things like oak resin and maple syrup and pine tar. Pine tar's okay. I think it's needed for the looms for the wool, but that's a bit ahead into the future. My goodness. What does the fortune say? A little extra luck. Well, we'll believe it when we see it. It's gonna be clear and sunny tomorrow. Perfect weather for the flower dance. The event will take place in the forest, starting between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. Don't be late. Oh, that's right. The flower dance. The flower dance. I can feel the rejection already. Dear Trin, tomorrow we're all getting together for the flower dance. If you can find a partner, you might even want to participate in the dance yourself. There is a little clearing beyond the forest west of town where we hold the dance. Arrive between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. if you're interested. Okay. Thing is, if I recall correctly, we're just not going to be able to do that in general. Like, we'll get to the dance, and because we've been busy, cleaning up shit on the farm, nobody's really that interested in us, so we're just like, okay. Fair enough. Understandable. Have a lovely day. Ah, yeah. Watering plants would be nice if I had water in this can. Hello, my chimkins. Okay, now we're both producing large eggs, thank the heavens. Mayo for you, and mayo for you, so that I can sell off the mayo and get moderately decent coin. We're not up to the... Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. Wow, I am evidently not on it today. Unmilled rice. I need a mill for this. Oh, you think the stream's lagging? That's not good. Hold up just a moment. Yeah, I can understand that. Oofed. Looks like we have dropped... Ooh, some frames have certainly dropped. That's not good. I do feel like the spring does get a little intense. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I can see it lagging even in OBS now. That's concerning in general. I'll have to see what I can do about that. I suppose that's the thing with these streams. You think you have everything figured out, and then once in a while something else hits. Do we need the flower petals everywhere? I suppose it's nice, but it's not necessary. But yeah, apologies if stream is being weird and rude. Woofed. Is there one place where everything is... I hope it's not the internet. One would think for the price tag that these ISPs ask for folks to pay, that they'd actually offer a decent service, but that is asking too much. In general. Alright, time to sell all this. I mean, if I had a mill, I would totally keep it on hand, but we kind of need all the cash we can get at this rate. Let's at least see if we can make our way up elsewhere, where maybe everything will be less laggy, or just a bit better in terms of performance. I will just have to see. As I will note, with Splatoon streaming last Friday for the Splatfest, we did have some dropped frames as well. Though it wasn't, strangely, nearly as bad as this stream so far. That is concerning. I'll have to take a look. Goodness. Yeah, let me know if anything else is going on with that, or at least if it's something I can try fixing. But I still feel like we're working out the kinks regardless. Oy. Ah, the joys of technical difficulties. Alrighty. Maybe we will find some good shit in here. Oh, well, thank you. Unfortunately, this is like a second stream in a weirder way. Or at least the second official stream, if that makes sense. I worry regardless, though, because I want things to go smoothly. I like no complications. When there are complications, it makes me wonder what the heck happened this time. So many rocks. Alright. Somebody's bound to drop like a geode or something. Anything. It could be multiple things. Also, this sword, the Neptune's Glaive, I got it from fishing, strangely enough. It was one of the treasure prizes. I don't even know how that luck went. It happened to go that way. Alright, little soot sprite, sorry. Can't keep you over. There's more of you. There's always more. There we go. We will need all this iron anyway. Though at the same time, it would also be nice if I actually finished upgrading all my stuff up to copper as well. But we're in a need for constant baby steps, it seems. Goodness. I suppose Rome wasn't built in a day, but I kind of wish the process was sped up a little. Alright. I suppose that's one way to get to my exit. Alright. Oh, that's a lot of sooty sprites. Hello. It's a shame you all have to die. Because you're very cute. Oh, they're very enthusiastic. No! Hold up. A coffee bean. I know what this is. It'll make for some easy approval from a lot of folks once I get all the tools for it. 5 coffee beans into a keg will do the trick. So many of you guys. We are still an invasive species, and we're gonna remain that way. Carrot seeds in a frozen geode. Hold up. That's part of a different bundle. I believe it's the field research one. Yeah, we're gonna have to donate this one. Of course. Floor 50! Out of 120. We got some tundra boots. You received tundra boots. Put them on. The fuzzy lining keeps your ankles so warm. Yeah. The feet get warm too damn quickly on my end, though. I don't know what it is. It's just built that way. Alright. Maybe the cherry petals will stop falling. They are continuing to fall. They will continue to fall until the summer. It would be nice if they didn't. For once. Alrighty. We can at least donate that frozen geode, and then as for the rest of this, we'll figure out where the heck we're going from here. Prepare ourselves for the inevitable rejection over at the flower dance. You get dropped off there. Not much more we can do at this point. Also, what is this mushroom log? Huh! Mushroom log. 10 hardwood and 10 moss. Grows mushrooms every so often. The more wild trees are nearby, the better it works. You know, that wouldn't be so bad. That would be nice. That would be very nice, even. It would be swell. I mean, there's a cave we're going to be able to utilize later for either fruit or mushrooms, which mushrooms are usually the better choice, but we can't actually switch between either fruit or mushrooms. It's a solid, you pick with it, you stay with it kind of choice. But such is the way of it. We move on in our silly little propeller hat. And we do what we can. Let's see. Gold Star quality mayonnaise. You can go in there. Everything else needs dropping off. Chuck the daffodil into there? Yeah, it was a daffodil. And as for everything else, I suppose we could plant those real quick, but that's cutting it a little close for comfort. Sure, they only take 3 days, but... The silo's a work in progress. We appear to be already running low on energy, and I should have donated the aquamarine while I had the chance. We can do that tomorrow, though. There is always tomorrow. Actually, no, I don't think we can donate it tomorrow. Unless I skip that silly dance. We've only made so much off the mayonnaise, but it's better than selling the eggs as they are, at least. Hi. Another day, It's gonna rain all day tomorrow. That's great. And the spirits feel neutral today. Sure they do, Jan. Sure they do. More rice is ready to go. Goodness. That's watered. I'm sorry, kitty cat. I know the path is blocked off. You're just gonna have to go around like the rest of us. I might have to see if there's an issue or two arising. Figuring out what it is. Is it an OBS thing or is it just an internet thing? I'll have to take a look. In the eggs go. Goodness. See what else is going on in general. Maybe even take these trees down with me. Considering that that's a lot of frames dropped, I'll have to see what I can do about that. Then again, I keep saying that a lot today. Goodness, though. The flower dance has begun in the forest. Our big midsummer event. I guess. Ow! I've already been railroaded. Oh dear. I do not wish to railroad. That's lovely. That's very cute. Hello, Pierre. What do you have for me? We have seasonal plants and decors. I will take the rare crow, though. And maybe that tub of flowers recipe. Aim to have it all. Have you tried the red jelly yet? I have not. I could ask Emily, but I don't think it's gonna work. Yeah, she's already agreed to somebody else. They all have. Yeah, big mood. Yeah, let's start. We get to go stare off into the corner while everybody else does the thing. It's alright, it's not my thing anyway. Oy. This is such a strange event, honestly, but maybe it's just not for me. I could have just skipped. That was fun. Time to go home. Was it, though? Was it fun? How strange. Tossing all that. Oh! The noise of progress. Oh, cool. I'll have to see. Oofda. I'm gonna get up for a real moment. I'll be back real soon. Alright, we are hopefully back. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's going on with everything. The bookseller's in town today. Yay, we accomplished the goal of having a silo. Isn't that nice? We can reach the bottom of the mine, bring Jody a cauliflower. I sold my cauliflower. Oops. Clear and sunny all day. Spirits are somewhat annoyed today. And, yep, fruit trees. Okay. Ha! I forgot I still had cauliflower. Oh well. Well, we at least remembered a cauliflower. Since it's raining, the birds will... Hi, Paul! Good to see you. How you doing? My inventory's full. I really should get back onto that. Hopefully you're having a good night. It's been a day so far. Goodness. Anyway. Technically, this is also a small test of the PC streaming setup, but I've also been made aware that stream is lagging in a few areas, so I'll have to rectify that somehow, some way, and find out what exactly the issue is there. Yeah. Anyway, we're working on some progress in this Stardew Valley farm. It's technically the Meadowlands farm, which is quite nice, honestly. Like, I can't say no to that. Oh, I collected eggs yesterday and forgot to actually shove any of them in. Oh, well, that's very sweet. Alright. I worry anyway, Plick. I mean, I'm used to worrying, honestly, in general. Like, it's a thing. No, I did... Yeah, those are TA's eggs. What am I saying? My marbles, they are apparently gone, and I have not found them yet. Such is the way of it. Okay, so since we have a silo now, we can do this. We are getting ourselves some feed for some chickens. The natural way, without having to buy it. And also a bit of fiber. Just in case anything got mixed up in the and everything. Apparently the chickens really like this bluegrass stuff, which, you know what? Valid. Who am I to say no to that? I will try to avoid cutting down some of that, in case I ever plan on moving any of the farms over to those areas. Though I do wonder if the bluegrass is a separate recipe in and of itself. More moss! And much later on, this progress will go very damn quickly. It will be scary. And it will be lovely. Goodness. Yeah, it's wet. It's rainy. I believe we have a cauliflower to deliver. And here I was thinking I totally didn't think ahead. This is the house. Jody! Take this silver quality cauliflower. Fine, take regular quality. Oh, that looks so delicious. Thank you. This is just what I wanted. It's going to be perfect for my yellow curry. I hope it's good. Oh, thank you, Paul. Goodness. But yeah, so far so good. Like, there's still work to do. Still things to discover. And I'm going to discover that I'm still too poor for the bookseller. No matter how much I try. Let's see. Yeah, the bookseller's back in town today. Apparently he's random. That's nice. How cheap are your wares, sir? Oy. Let's see. Yep. Buy books. Alrighty, alrighty. And the cheapest thing is the price catalog, and I still can't afford that. Well, such is the way of it. And I'm already going to be throwing some cash away anyway, thanks to some geodes. So that works. Maybe next time we'll have a bit more cash. I mean, primarily in this game, I like doing it the way, going by the way of wine, so.
Press in and you lift up and they press back up.
Appears as though the mic is catching wolf a lot more often. I'll have to tweak that as well. Process my geodes, Clint. Okay. And more rock. And a bit of copper. Well, that could have gone better. But at least they're done. Donate this aquamarine. And we got a new reward. Cool. What'd we get? A singing stone. It rings out with a pure tone when struck. Well, I suppose that's nice. If nothing else, maybe we can catch a catfish or something. That would be nice. I mean, this is the optimal season and also the optimal conditions for them. It's either spring, it's usually spring or fall for them. I did not want this trash, but anyway. Goodness. Yeah, no, based on that pattern, that is not a catfish. It's too gentle. Come on, little catfish. There's apparently a new bobber that allows you to see what fish is on the other end before, either before or while you're reeling it in, but we are not up to that point yet. But I'm sure we'll get there in due time. Then again, this game is a lot of due time, honestly. Stardew time. Okay, that was awful, even for me. Oh my god. Jeez. Yeah, I'm sorry. Bad puns. Enough bad puns. There will be more. Probably not now, but certainly in the future. Everything's washing up here. That's the dude I can buy the mermaid amulet from. But I can't do that until I start proposing to dating folks and then potentially proposing. Like, yes, I propose we could live together. Maybe. It would be nice. And let's sell all that. And toss that. I don't need it. We don't even have the schematics for a recycling machine yet. At least, I don't think we do. We do not. Usually ends up on the first page in some fashion or another. Oy. Whew. Anyway. My goodness. It would be nice if I didn't get stuck. It would also be nice if I actually sold things once in a while, too. Preferably before the shops close. It's small monies, but we'll get big money later. Goodness. So, I think in order to sell off the boots, we should probably make our way up to the Adventurers Guild. And let me just, this belongs to this guy. Here, all yours. I really love this. How did you know? Oh, well, once upon a time in a galaxy far, far away. Yeah. You were a choice. Most certainly a choice. Oy, oy, oy. I wish I could say I was a lot more hyped about the celebration aspect, but I'm realizing we're winding down just a little. Oy, oy, Take my boots. I don't need these. We got better boots. For better times. And we should probably make our way... Oh, hey, that's another tree with moss. Because I'm admittedly a little interested in that mushroom stump. That's apparently just new in general. Wet and overcast and rainy. Actually, do you want this wild horseradish? There you go. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Oy. At least the mayo's ready. And it can go in accordingly alongside... Oh, that was a silver leak. I'll be damned. while I'm at it, we should probably get some iron bars smelted. It's been smelt, so it's been dealt. Who knows? The coffee bean can go in here too for the time being. And I know who I can give the leeks to in order to get into somebody's good graces. How much do we have in our silo? 80 out of 240. Well, let's fix that. We got all the time in the world to fix it. Plus, this doesn't take up any stamina in comparison to the other tools. I will be surprised if there's like somehow a lawnmower based item, but let's be real. I'm gonna be the best lawnmower here. Oy, oy. Channeling one's inner link, one's inner link from The Legend of Zelda. Cutting all the grass, or at least old Link, the older Links, the older Zelda games. Cutting grass in Breath of the Wild sometimes gets you the wheat or the rice depending on where you're at, but that's very dependent on where you're at. 130. That's not bad. I think I needed another... I needed more! Math is not the strong suit after a while. At least not the strongest. 210 out of 240. So I just need 30 more. And we're good. And I should be able to just pull out feed whenever I need to, and then they'll be good to go. We'll eventually be able to get the deluxe coop, which has the auto feeder. That's bluegrass. I should not cut that down. It would be nice to see if there's anything else hiding in the grass. And that's about everything for that. Hi, Calvin. Calvin's a cat. He's looking up from where he's looking down from where I have the second monitor at. Why is my cat in the... Why is the in-game cat in the way? Why would you sleep in front of the doorway? Why can't I just step over you? Goodness. I'll just have to see how things go. The forecast, beautiful sunny day. Spirits in good humor today. Well, gosh, I hope so. I'd rather they not be in bad humor, you know? I'll eventually need to take all that down, and that's not gonna survive after the third day. It's not gonna survive after the end of spring. Hello, my burbs. There's my other bird. I only need 2. Yeah, 2. If you hear the clacking of keys, yeah, that's the keyboard. We've been trying to adjust mic settings so that things aren't easily caught, but microphones can be hard sometimes. I'm coming to bits where I thought I had it all figured out, but it turns out I'm far from it at this rate. suppose that's not a bad thing necessarily, but I don't know how to really word that now that I'm thinking on it a bit harder. Let's see. Actually, I think we should go down to the forest and go check on the traveling cart lady. We might, she might have some good stuff for us, but it is a little overpriced. Just a little. Depending on how things go. Oh. Shows more I'm Oh, that's very sweet of you, Plick. I really appreciate that. I'm appreciating all the notes I'm getting. It's good stuff. A brown couch. Anna, brown is not my color. Brown is the color of many things, some of which are against terms of service. Like, sure, I could buy the eggplant and the corn, or I could just grow them myself later. Alright. Rainbow trout, coral. Hold on, don't I need a rainbow trout for something? It's in the fish tank. No? It's not the crab pot bundle. Yeah, the sturgeon I can't catch till the summer, so I have to wait on that regardless. And the walleye is not until the fall. And all that is also summer. In a fashion. That's the secret woods, that's the ocean in the summer, that's the Calico Desert. Spring and fall, preferably when raining, and that is, I think, a summer fish. Don't quote me on that one. Lord help me, I'm trying. I look at the wikis, I go, oh boy, we got a lot to do. Or at least it's better to look at the wikis when I'm just trying to figure out what exactly. It's like, did I have this info right? And if I don't, I'm just like, okay, cool. At least I double checked my work. It did not make myself look like a fool. More. Hi, Vincent. Oh no, Mom's making lentil soup tonight. Does she at least season it? Does she put something more into it than the lentils? I mean, I would hope so, but, you know, not big on lentil soup, honestly. Yeah, there are 8 rare crows. Collect them all. That's number 5 of 8. I do remember where the rest are at. Alright. Clint, buddy boy, please tell me you're in. Please tell me you're in. Yeah, you better be in. Now, I can upgrade 3 things with the copper I have on hand. Hey, Kobe, thank you! So, very much appreciated. I hope you're having a good night. Or a good evening, I should say. Yes. Alright, we're gonna turn this standard hoe into a copper hoe. With at least 2 days. Thanks, I'll get started on this as soon as I can. It should be ready in a couple days. Oh, thank you, Kobe. You have a great stream as well, my dude. So now our hoe is currently getting a glow up. Some improvements. I don't want to know what that hoe was initially made of before putting the copper plating on it. Tin? Maybe it's tin. Now hold up, if you combine copper and tin, you just make bronze. Or is... Wait, is that RuneScape logic or is that real life logic? It's real logic?
You gotta melt the tin and the bronze together.
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, of course you... Fusion is just a cheap tactic to make weak metals stronger. So I'm told. But it works, so I can't complain. The weirder thing is when they're like, "Hi, let's turn to gold for one of the next upgrades." I'm like, "Okay, gold. Okay, I mean, I guess if that's how you want to do it. I mean, it makes sense in terms of color grading and everything else, and just the inherent idea of, yes, gold, good, but yeah." Hi, Evelyn. Hi, George. George spends the whole day in front of that darn television set. I wish he'd go outside more. Some fresh air would do him good. Yes, yes, Granny. Go tell him to touch grass. Even though he's in a wheelchair. You gotta provide him the grass. So you're a farmer, huh? At least it's honest work. It's not much, but it's honest work. Have a leak. This is my favorite thing. Thank you. And to think, at some point, I'm gonna have to collect 12 of those damn things. No! Type that in stream. Oh my god. A bundle of leaks and call it a wiki. Okay, yeah, I mean, sure! Yes! George sounds like me. I get that! George is actually quite the sweetie. Enough has happened to him. He has allowed some grumpiness. But he's overall a good guy. And apparently this is Elliot. It's like the fresh air of this valley is good for body and mind. A quick stroll outdoors always invigorates me. Oh man, buddy, good for you. I mean, with an area like this, it's kind of hard to be, like, mad. We see bubbles. We pursue. We got a hit. Alright. It's another sardine. We get a few more, we can can them up. Goodness gracious. Alright, come on. Bite. Nibble. I promise I have bait on there. Oh, actually, I would like some treasure. Some Frank Welker way. A herring! Yay! More bait. Let me just attach it here, and we're good to go. Okay. I do realize, though, that we're kind of early enough in game to where they have to start you off with, like, the early baby fishing, and maybe once in a while throw you a interesting curveball of, oh, that fish has a bit more dynamic movement, but this one clearly do not. If I lose it anyway, you can point and laugh. I am no longer subject to getting pointed at and laughed at. Cool. Okay. That's cool. That's pretty sweet. Goodness. Yeah, otherwise, if I don't make it to the blacksmith on Friday, I notice he tends to immediately vacate the premises. So he can go do other things, which, good for him. He is allowed a life. But also, it's inconvenient for me. Wow. I sound like a jerk when I say it like that. Oh my god. Oh, goodness.
Sit down there, Karen.
I promise I'm not a Karen. I'm just... certainly not in real life anyway. I hope I'm not one in real life. That would be a horrible, horrible thing. I wish to not be a burden in the customer service department. Instead, I'm a mess. Usually a nervous mess. Hi, Abigail. Wow, I just realized it's Friday. Oh, you have a good one, Plick. Do what you gotta do. Get some rest. Get some sleep. Do the things you gotta do. Did I ever tell you we used to live in the city? There's a lot more stuff going on, but it's also kind of noisy and hectic. It's hard to say which is better. Yeah, valid. Completely valid. Alrighty. And there you are. I don't really know you. It's okay. I don't know you well either. In this particular universe. Goodness. Maybe we can go play in the mines. We're gonna need more copper anyway. Typically I go for more of the iron, but we already made it down pretty far as it was. Let's start with... Give it up for floor 15. See what happens. Alrighty. I will admit the little ploopy noises are quite nice from this game. Little ploop, ploop. Crab! I got crabs! One crab! Wait, I could use that in the crab pot bundle! And we'd be good to go. Out of all the... Come on. The bugs need to be exterminated. Goodness. It's been quite the time. It would also be nice if once in a while it would stop messing with the pickaxe and stop wasting energy. Hoi. We keep ourselves going. Oh! Hold on. You have a little icon above your head. What you got for me? A carving knife. Well, I mean, you certainly got carved my bud, and we could always use an amethyst or two. But more of our main focus is on the copper, though we might see how quickly we can book our way out of here. Goodness. Golly. Oop. I don't need rude surprises like that. The placement of that creature is questioning. I understand they're technically called duggies, but it is a little weird that they pop up from below, right around your pant line, and you're just like, hey, wait a minute, no. Do not. Alright, well, if nothing else, we do have some copper ore at home. And I do believe we have a quick stop to make towards the community center. Did not expect a crab to come out like that. I mean, it did come from a rock crab, but, you know. Right after Plick left, we got a crab. Alright. I'm chilling a little harder than I anticipated. Alright. 1 crab pot bundle. The crab can go right there. Feels symbolic to end it off on the crab. Rewards? Cool. 3 crab pots. We could always use some crab pots. Yes, take that. Put it into the proper place. So what we gotta do is make some fishy bait. And... Huh. When did I get 2 carving knives? Well, I know where these are gonna go. Because, frankly, I don't know about you, but in Stardew, I'm not fond of the daggers. They're a little too short range for my liking. I can only shink so many times. I like to keep a distance.
Smash it with the hammer.
I do prefer to smash things with a hammer. There's a joy in it. Like, sure, you can make slashing stuff, and you can always, make them bleed, but I prefer to just crush everything. Hi, take my knives. Take my spare knives. I don't want these. Take them. Thank you for the cash. I must go. Whew. It's interesting. A whole lot of people call Thursday a Friday Eve, which that makes sense. It really do. Ooh, there's a possum? Hello? Possums. I've never seen a possum in this game before. That's new, isn't it? The American opossum. I look a little weird, to be honest, but I vibe with that. Alrighty. Goodness. In goes that. I technically should keep the quartz because I can refine it into refined quartz, which would be useful later on for, let's see, the iridium sprinklers, amongst other things. Go on. Make the good stuff. Alright. This should not take long for them to process. Copper does not take long at all. In comparison to other things. Up you go, up you go. As well as one of you and all of you. And that can go into a different corner completely. Yes. If anything, once they're done with the hoe, we can always take in either the trash can or the watering can. Either way, a can's going in next time around. Yes, it is getting late. We will accommodate that. Somehow, some way. And I don't need to keep this rare curl on hand at all times, so it can go there too. Goodness. Actually, yeah, no, we can't remove it just yet. We barely took in the copper a hoe for turning into copper. Ay. I apologize for the quietness. I think today was a bit more than anticipated in a few regards. But this is nice at least. And the spirits are very happy today. They will do their best to shower everyone with good fortune. Boy, would... Hi, Demetrius. Hi, Trin. I have some good news for you. A few days ago, I made a breakthrough in my research of the local environment. I'll spare you the technical details and get to the point. You know that empty cave you have over in the cliffs? Well, thank you for sparing me the techniques. I appreciate it. Alright, you have a way to turn into something useful for both of us. Set up the cave to attract some local species. You can harvest whatever they produce. Mushrooms or fruit bats? Yeah, I will take the mushrooms. I think. Yeah, I'll take the mushrooms would be fine. Go set it up. Thank you, Demetrius. And we got plenty of hay for a while. Hello, you look happy. And you look happy. That's great. I like happy chickens. Happy chickens make large, beautiful eggs that get turned into mayo. I'm not commenting on whether that's beautiful or not. It sells better. To my knowledge, anyway. And while we're here and close to the home base, let's drop that off there. Saturday. What even is for Saturday? What do we want to do today? Well, we could go fishing. We could technically go play in the mines a bit more. We probably should go play in the mines a little bit more. And for now, we're gonna put away the crab pots. It's nice though. Like, I used to live in a town about the same population as Stardew in terms of in comparison. Yeah, it does feel like the same population as Stardew. Not that many people. But it was nice and quiet and rural and cozy, but the internet was not that great. Oh, if only I had my hoe, but it is in for the proper dues, as it should be. See if we can get some more stuff taken care of. A bit more copper ore under our belts. A few other things here and there. Oh, I like the music in the mines for some reason. It's nice. I have to commend the dev behind Stardew for pretty much doing all this all by themselves. Just feeling like a passion project that has nothing but love in general. It's nice. It's refreshing. Especially in a... It also has me curious as to what is happening with Haunted Chocolatier. A lot of the details are scarce, but I'm sure it's going to be worth the wait. I'd rather wait for a good product than have a bad product rushed out. Like, I'm looking at a lot of game companies actually when I say, when that statement is made. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna yuck anybody's yum in that regard. Like, I'm not gonna be rude about that kind of thing, but I've got new ideas to sleep on apparently. Maybe I will get better at combat. Engage in it a little bit more. Oy. These damn bugs! They're everywhere! It's like summer in these caves. The bugs are everywhere and they won't stop trying to get a nibble. It's like, sure, I might think of myself as a snack, but I don't want to be eaten. More geodes. More good times. I should have made some cherry bombs at some point. Oh yeah, sure. Splendiferous luck today. My luck was spent on insects. Bugs. Don't get me wrong, there's some cool bugs. It's just... it's the annoying ones that make themselves the most well-known. No, don't morph. Goodness. More ore. Whew. Two of you? Okay. If we've got decent luck, maybe we might get a prismatic shard out of this Omni Geode or something. I'm not gonna count on it, but it would be nice. But then I'd hoard on to that poor thing until the first opportunity in the desert, but you know. You would be safe under my protection. That's the excuse that would be made anyway. Alright, hopefully Clint is around. We can go take care of it that way. And we should be good to go in that regard. Hi, Abigail. The fresh out in air is nice on a day like this. I wonder if the frogs will make an appearance soon. Oh yes, the frogs. The forgs. Let's see. Alright, allegedly my luck is really good today, so crack them open. Ooh, a ghost crystal. That sounds neat. I need to donate it. I don't think we're gonna get another reward right away, though. Can I do anything for you? No, unfortunately. Take care. Oh, I'm trying to take care. Yep. Time to donate. I love helping the archaeology department. What a joy. It is the second to last day. The local fishing scene got a bit more lively. Likely. Yeah, I might expand the shop of stock. I mean, bruh, I'm trying. It takes me a little bit here and there. Probably wouldn't like it inside my cabin. It's dark and full of spiders. The spiders are fine. Spiders do not worry me nearly as much. Making my own clothes, but it's not easy to get the cloth. I get that. Let me just schmooze my way over. Since Willie is currently not in the shop anyway, I'll have to sell that crab by hand. Or at least by way of shipping bin. I get why Pierre wouldn't want to handle this sort of thing, but you know, it would be nice. We'll have to see how things go. The mayonnaise is ready, but by the time I make it back to the shops, they'll be closed. So the next best thing is to sell it by the bin. Such is the way of it, I guess. Okay, I didn't need it all like that. Silly me. Get that going. Get you going too. See where we go from there. Yeah. Oh. Shit. I promise I'm not this incompetent all the time. Just some. In we go. At some point I'll need to expand that chicken coop so I can get some ducks. Now I can shove everything in at once. So apparently the cave is all set up now, so I will need to start making my way back over here a bit more often. That's an interesting place for it. Your pickaxe isn't strong enough to break this boulder. Yeah, no, I think it needs to be steel quality. Oh, what's this? Oh, whoa! What are you? A dehydrator? Oh! What do you mean I get a free dehydrator with this? That's neat! Alright, get more of these seeds out of here. Cool. And what does it take for a tapper? 2 copper bars and 40 wood. Okay. I'll eventually need to start planting more oak trees and everything else anyway, so that is fine. Where did I even put all my stuff at? It's all in this one. I will take all these with me. I wonder. Yeah, I think 6 ought to be a good start. It's a little late to be growing them, but you know. Baby steps. And it doesn't look half bad this way. I just gotta do myself a favor or two and cut down this nuisance. I know. Look at me stifling the life out of something just because it doesn't fit my image. Sounds familiar. Yeah, that ought to do it. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do at least one more day in this game, and then from there, we'll probably call it a night and call it an end of stream in that case. See if we can go raid somebody in the end, or see what we can do. Get some sleepy sleepies. Level 3 combat. We get plus 5 HP and learn how to make a roots platter. It would be nice if I had a kitchen. But we will get there when we get there. Alrighty. Yeah, I think one more day. We finish off spring and see about heading into the summer, and then from there we'll go raid somebody, I think. My copper hoe is ready, right on time. It's going to be clear and sunny all day. Spirits are very happy today. Damn, I hope so. And the Queen of Sauce says we're gonna learn how to cook an omelet. So it goes. Well, I knew that wasn't gonna last. No point in watering this. Hello, my chickies. I suppose what I could do is go buy some chickens. 2 more chickens so I can make a bit more mayonnaise. Might be a smart idea. And hello to the cat. Let's aim for the water bowl next time. Yeah. Everything is growing slowly but surely. Damn, some of y'all germinated fast. Alright. Let's take a look. What do we have? The mushrooms are brewing. The mushrooms are brewing and we are doing our best. Alright, what does the lady have for us? One way or another, we're gonna get there. Oh, a fiddlehead fern. And some cactus fruit. And a rare seed. Alright, let me check something real quick. The artisan bundle has the peach. We could technically get like a cactus fruit for the exotic foraging, but that could also be as easily remedied as unlocking the desert access. I think the bus repairs under the vault. Yeah, it's gonna take a lot of cash. It's gonna take cash regardless. What am I saying? The dye bundle, the field research bundle. The chef's bundle has the fiddlehead fern, which... Okay, to be fair, we're not gonna get access to the secret woods anytime soon without upgrading the axe up to at least steel. Though we could choose something else. We might be able to make a bit of progress on the community center today at least. It's just going to be through different methods than usual. I should probably add a gate around this point at some point. It would be smart to have 2 gates on hand rather than just 1. Oh, come on. Yeah, you know what? That checks. That checks out. My only peeve is that I cannot buy, like, the summer seeds ahead. Usually, not unless the stars align accordingly. Trying to keep the art of fishing alive. I'll pay 100 gold to any fishing enthusiast who catches one largemouth bass. Good luck! 100 gold reward and you get to keep the fish. I suppose I could do that, yeah. Hi, George. Aren't you cold? They don't make sweaters like they used to. Nah, I'm fine. There's another leek for you, bud. And that's Alex. Hello. Hey. What? You want to talk to me? I'm busy. Doing what? I mean, I guess you're giving the illusion of busyness. I mean, valid, fair, understandable. Do you have my hoe? Thank you. Nice to have it back. What else can be done from here? I don't remember when they clear out the rock slide, honestly, but I know it's at least a season or two into the game. I could be wrong. I mean, it doesn't take much to be wrong. Hello, the weather's interesting today. Yep, it is. I'll just mosey along, don't mind me. Really? My sister's so weird. Sometimes I wonder if we're actually related. You know what? Fair point. I get that. Oy. Oofda. Just have to see what today holds. Maybe we can catch a largemouth bass. Maybe it won't take long. It's at least better than going, well, now what? Alrighty. Wow, this thing ain't moving. It's barely moving. Carp. Gold quality carp. I mean, I guess. Oop. And that is a bullhead. Lost a new largemouth. Bass were caught up here. We're getting more hits than trash, so that's a good thing. A chub. A silver quality chub. What happens if I don't click? Wow. Carp will just not move for anything, huh? Well then. Okay, this feels more like a fish that I can actually give me a dang challenge. And then I can give myself a challenge by going, what if I want that treasure too? Is this the largemouth bass? Gold star, what? Whoa! Whoa! Okay, it's a good thing I went for that treasure chest. Oh, hell yeah. Ooh. Well, I gotta make my way back into town anyway. Nice. Thank you. It was very nice. I was not expecting the... Excuse me, Maru. Was not expecting things to go the way they did. I mean, this is just a fiberglass rod. They apparently have deluxe bait that extends the little bar on your fishing rod, which is nice. However, that also requires, I think, moss. Let me just double check. That way I'm not speaking... Yeah, it requires 5 bait and 2 moss. Increases the size of the fishing bar. Increases the likelihood of catching. Now, where is that salty fisherman? Is he back at his own shop, or is he outside the shop fishing? Or is it both? Let's see. Hi, Elliot. I hope your new farming life is panning out as you'd hope. Well, I mean, I'm trying. It's an You succeeded, Trin! The largemouth bass is an exciting catch, don't you think? They're such strong swimmers. Yeah, I'm hoping for sturgeon season, where I can catch one, and then I can maybe catch, like, 2 or 3 more, so I can start a fish pond of them and eventually get some caviar. Well, here's your reward. Congratulations. Thank you! I do my best. And I'm not keeping the carp or the bullhead or the chub. But I will need to keep the largemouth bass for 2 reasons. Well, that is a place for the cash. It's a little below where I expected. Graphical error. It happens. A lot of things are bound to happen. Things are still... Anything and everything is a work in progress one way or another. I'll admit I gave myself a hard time earlier due to the stream being a little laggy. But we will get there one way or another. It will not be perfect, but it will be better than before. And I think that's all that really matters. Alright. I should make... I think I've got the time. I've got time. Make my way back over here. Sell the stuff that just washed up on the beaches. I cannot wait for this. Actually, Willie, do you have something in stock? Do you have what I hope is in stock? No, you do not have it yet. That's fine. I guess I have a ways to go in my fishing levels before we get the iridium rod. I personally like having the tackles and whatnot, the bobbers and whatnot as well. It's good. Ah, wrong way. We have a couple things to donate. Maybe we'll get a crystallarium out of it. That'll be a nice, easy way to generate some cash. Donate to the museum. We have an amphibian fossil. Ooh! At least one new reward. A large futon bear. Well, once I get the space for it, sure, I could probably put it in my house. Or give it to somebody. Oh. Speaking of large things, I just realized I missed a secret that actually happens around noon sharp at the end of each season. Yeah, there's like a bush up in the playground that you have to hit at exactly noon on the last day of each season, and you get a giant Jumino plush. It's actually kind of cute. I wouldn't mind a giant Jumino plush in real life, but at the same time, I would have no idea where to put it. Something about plushies is just nice in general. And I suppose to be fair, on top of it all, we're gonna need all the cash we can get on hand for what is essentially going to be the summer smackdown. Goodness. We have a start to a little tree farm over here. It is so strange seeing it all go down like this. It's also just strange not starting off with the basic baby farm to begin with, but it's also a nice challenge. I'll take a challenge. Challenges are fun. I mean, it depends on the challenge mostly, but otherwise, a good time. Yeah. Still not a strong enough axe to cut that, and speaking of axes, that's more moss. There we go. Goodness. Funny thing about this game, long ago when it first came out, I used to borrow Wolf's Steam copy back when we were long distance dating, and for a while there were like small little tips about, hey, I want to play that, but there was only like one copy between the two of us, so eventually I ended up just caving and buying my own copy on a sale. Or was it full price? Either way, I know I bought it for myself later on just because I was tired of, having to go, oh shit, I guess it's his turn. Mom said it's my turn on the Xbox. The universe says it's somebody else's turn in Stardew. Well, this will all clear out. This will all be rotted. And that will be okay. Everything can get on in. We have some moss growing. It's apparently a small bit of forage as well, which is nice. Alright. And so we conclude the spring by making a little bit more. But mostly by one bean. And I think with that, we're gonna go ahead. Yeah, I think we're gonna raid him real quick.
See if it works for the mods.
Yeah.
Oh, did not work.
Well, that's fine. Let's see. I think let's go check in on Kobe. Last I knew, he was totally working on some Rocket League. I hope we're ready to go raid him. You guys have a lovely night. I hope this was a decent time at the very least. Y'all have a good one. That one didn't go nearly as well as I'd hoped. But to be fair, it was also having issues.